Hello Pisces, my name is Tiffany from tiffanystarology and I'm so happy to have you here with me today. We are going to be diving into another reading for you. I'm really feeling a lot of divine feminine energy coming through today, so I have one of my favorite decks. It is actually called the Feminine Wisdom deck. So I got this deck from Etsy a while back and I don't use it as much as I feel like I should. So I want to tap into the energy here, see what your spirit guides want you to know today. Pisces, if you are interested in one-on-one readings, I do offer those. Description box has a link to where you can book with me. I do live readings on Zoom, or I do pre-recorded readings where I'll send you a file up to 72 hours later for those videos. And then also you can get connected with me on Instagram. So check it out. We are a growing community here. All right, Pisces, let's get going. Spirit guides, what messages do you have for the Pisces collective that is tuned into this message today? We have beautiful card of support. We have an ending. And we have rebirth. Wow. I was going to pull a fourth card, but those three cards really have a lot of energy. And I feel the energy that they have, it's very cohesive. So right now, Pisces, you might be going through a period in your life where you're going through an ending, you're going through a transition, you're going through what might feel like a valley. We always find valleys right before a mountain, and you know that there's going to be hurdles and there's going to be situations that you have to overcome. You also understand that there is a pathway that is being made for you. I want you to trust the process of any kind of ending that is coming into your life, whether you're transitioning jobs, whether you're moving on from a relationship, whether you're going through a person in your family who's passed away, or if you're going through like a divorce or changes within your family. All of those things are coming up. Understand that as you go through this valley, and yes, you will have those hills to climb, that there is a pathway that is being divinely orchestrated for you to usher in a new beginning. Spirit doesn't leave us in the dust, but we have to all go through deep transitions, changes, ups and downs for our soul to learn the lessons that we came here to learn. Just know that along the way, whether you're masculine or feminine, it does not matter. There are going to be people who are here to support you. This can be support from friends, from family, from your online community like this one. Also, if you've been going to therapy or if you've been getting out and being part of something in your community, I'm seeing a lot of community building as well. The endings that you're going through in your life are forcing you to have to find a new place where you belong, where you have companionship, where you have the support of others to get through this difficult time. You're learning valuable lessons because you are also going to be able to help others going through similar issues, similar endings. You may also be in a position where you will become support for others, and that is why Spirit is taking you through this difficult time. But I want you to know that with the rebirth card here, this is just a part of your metamorphosis, a part of your rebirth that keeps coming up here. So ending, support, rebirth, right? And that transitions are here, that life-altering events are here. But I don't want you to fear those, because at the end of the day, the rebirth process, although difficult, laborious, sometimes painful, it allows you to find a part of yourself that you never knew you had. Rediscovering parts of who you are, and also unveiling the parts of you that maybe you had to keep hidden. If any of you are going through endings where you had to fight for what you believed in, fight to be accepted for who you are, I see this comparison card at the bottom. I feel like there's some of you who are also going through endings of like an ego death. You're letting go of who and what used to hold you back, hold you hostage. There's this opportunity for you to go through this glow up because you are going to be a light to others. And I really want you to take hold of that energy that, it's never easy to go through situations where there are deep endings, but they all happen for the greater good of those around you and to support your soul's growth on this journey. So spirit guides, we're going to tap into the tarot and see what is going on with Pisces at this time, their current situation as they go through this ending, this rebirth process. Current situation for Pisces. There we go. Three of Cups. So this is very much so that same energy of the support system. So you are really being asked to lean in to those around you who love you, who honor you, who support you, who have this story to share, this story to tell, because you're going to find that in groups, in community, especially in this age of Aquarius, there's going to be an increase in your ability to feel like you belong. As human beings, I feel like we have an inherent desire to belong, to be accepted. And if you've gone through a lot of not being accepted, this is the opportunity for you to say, I choose myself. And if you're going through a difficult time where you've also lost someone or lost something, I think you're going to find a lot of similar souls around you who are going through the same exact thing because you're choosing to move forward. What's challenging this situation at this time for Pisces? King of Wands. So you may not believe in your power. You may not believe in your ability to bounce back. You may not believe in your ability to really be able to move forward. Our Wands cards are all about fire. They're all about passion. They're about drive. The King of Wands is very steady in who they are. They're very forward. They're like Leo energy, as you can see with these lines back here. So do you have faith? And do you have the strength of heart and of soul to get through this period of time? You may have also gone through, again, remember that comparison card, with a lot of people telling you that you shouldn't be the way that you are. Or you could be going through, I don't know how I'm going to rebuild from this loss. Spirit guides want you to look at yourself deeper and understand that there is that lion, that lioness energy that is here that can take you far. You have to be willing to believe it. And then you take action and you move forward and you're in that Wands energy, okay? What are your strengths at this time for Pisces? We have Judgment. The inner call of your soul that has beckoned you to rise, to move forward in spite of all the difficulties is here. You are listening to that call. And a lot of times people get very, I want to say, discouraged in moments like this where it's like, I can't continue to move mountains. You can continue to walk through them. You don't have to move the mountains. Remember our card here, Pisces? Spirit has actually carved out a specific pathway for you to walk. You will not have to bulldoze mountains. You will not have to force the situations. These endings are coming to form new beginnings in your soul, and you have to just be willing to walk forward. It is not a fight, okay? The Judgment call is also about you knowing who you are. You understanding that we all go through losses. We all go through transformational times. We all come to the end of a period in our life where we have to go, you know what? My soul wants more. I have to move forward. I have to let this go. Or if something's happened to you that you had no control over, you have to look at it for what it is and go, okay, Spirit, I understand that this is for my greatest and higher good. Help me to see the truth of that. What is their area of focus? You could look at this area as like a weakness in your life, but it doesn't have to be. It's just where Spirit wants you to focus in. You have the Lovers. You have the Ten of Wands. You have the Ten of Cups. And the Page of Pentacles. So quite a few cards here, but let's dive in. So Spirit is saying, look at the connections that you have around you. These don't have to always be romantic, but definitely for many of you, they will be. And are these people in your life supportive of your goals and supportive of who you are becoming? You're going through a metamorphosis. Sometimes you outgrow old situations, old partnerships, whether business, platonic, familial, romantic. You have to ask yourself, are these people truly working in my best and highest good? Are they bringing me closer to my goals? Are they helping me to ascend? And if not, you have to ask yourself, is it worth continuing to carry these people and these situations around? Because Ten of Wands is here to let me know that you do have a lot on your plate. You could be dealing with people's estates. You could be dealing with financial struggles. You could be dealing with health issues. You could be dealing with dynamic changes within your home life. A lot of Pisces are moving, changing jobs right now. You have to ask yourself, is it worth it to continue to carry the burdens? The Ten of Wands shows me we're at the end of that. You've learned so much. Each of these rods that she's carrying, or these wands that she's carrying, they all have taught her different lessons. They all have created her into a better or more vibrant being. But Spirit is asking you to look at the lessons, to wrap things up, to understand that you have the support that you need. You probably have gained a lot of friendships and opened up new opportunities and relationships through the process of whatever you've been going through. And now that you've learned those lessons, are you ready to put the staff down and to move on to your next part of your story? With the Ten of Cups, I see many of you focusing on what makes you happy. But also, there are some of you on here who the very essence of what's going on is deeply entrenched in your family life. Ten of Cups is all about family. It's all about love. It's all about our happiness. And I want you to look at the situation that you're going through and have compassion on yourself, because I can see that it has been heavy and it has been taxing on your heart to go through these big transitions. Some of you have been deeply hurt by family. Some of you are searching for family. So put you where you lie in this reading. But the biggest thing I can tell you is that family and support is coming towards you. We have Jupiter in our 4th house right now of home and family. There is improvement there. If you've been going through any issues within your family, if you've been going through any issues within your home, Jupiter, the planet of blessings, abundance, prosperity, increase, is there to help you smooth out those areas of your life. And if you feel like family is not something that you have, or it's not something that you've really ever had, soul family could be coming in right now. That is your 3 of Cups. These are the people that you choose to love, that you choose to be around. They are your support system. And I really feel like Spirit might be harping on support systems, because there might be many Pisces on here right now who are feeling a bit lonely or isolated, whether it's been of your own choice or not. And Spirit wants you to know that building community, getting involved, doing stuff with others instead of being so isolated, even if it's just your animals, is going to be pivotal for you as you move forward. With this Page of Pentacles energy, you're also manifesting new beginnings in your life. Spirit wants you to hold on to those new beginnings. Spirit doesn't want you to get, bogged down by the world, by what's going on in your life. Focus on what it is that you want to bring forth. You see those trees behind her that are not bearing fruit? This is your opportunity to look at a situation that maybe has fallen apart, or you've had to start over. Maybe you've come to the end of the road, and it's time for you to literally write down on paper, literally manifest, into your reality something new for yourself. And trust that where you're being led and what you're asking your spirit team to do to help you to achieve this new beginning that you want to take on, it will happen. It will just take time. But what I also see in this photo is there are a lot of flowers around her. So you're a very abundant person already, Pisces. You're already very knowledgeable, skillful. You bring a lot to the table. You bring a lot to the party. You bring a lot to any situation that you're already in. And the manifestations you have moving forward will only help enhance the lives and the livelihood of those around you. Do not forget your magic, your power, your piece of the pie. I think Pisces often forgets how, magical they really are. But near future for this collective, let me know, Pisces, what is it that you're going through right now? What ending is occurring in your life? Drop it in the comments below so that I can tap in and see what's going on with you. What is it that maybe you're also trying to start? Are you doubting yourself? Wow. Your near future is the Emperor. This is you gaining clarity, building a foundation, finally standing in your power. And I see you getting beyond those hills, beyond the mountains, right? You're on the other side. And the wisdom that you will gain from these experiences that you're going through, Pisces, they are going to be transformational. I see a different side of you as you stand more firmly within your light and within who you want to be, who you want the world to see you as even. The journey has been long. I'm seeing those mountains behind her are dark. You may have felt like this has been a very long process, but I see such a change and transition in you. And I want you to understand that the Emperor is a very solid foundation. It's a very solid structure. It is a card of someone who stands in their power. It's like your challenge right now is to be this King of Wands, which is also a fiery energy. You could even be challenged by a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius who's making you doubt yourself, right? But you eventually find that energy. You could be a person who has strong Aries placement in your chart. But the Emperor energy here is like you are destined to be a leader and be powerful, to be a support system to many others, and to also be the leader that you wish that you had. So many Pisces are such great workers, but a lot of us are finally stepping into us being leaders, us being in charge. The Empress is at the bottom of the deck. Divine union is also on the table. Recent past for Pisces. You have the Nine of Swords. So a lot of stress and anxiety. The Eight of Wands, communication, movement forward, really having to get to the heart of the situations that you're in, and the Moon. Yeah, so I see truly with these cards here, you've gone through a very long drawn out period of anxiety, stress, really looking at yourself and wondering, like, can I make it? Will I be able to continue forward? Am I going to be okay? Will I be, protected? You are so protected, Pisces. A lot of your fears about how you're moving forward are projections that people were putting on you, especially those of you who had issues with family, those of you who were told you were not on the right path. Those of you who have gone through really tragic losses. I've had a couple of you on here say that you've had like deaths in the family, and how in the world can you move forward, or how can you see anything positive? And Spirit wants you to know that even in that anxiety and in that stress, it's moving you forward. The Eight of Wands is a card of like communication, news coming in, but it's news that's also helping you to move forward. You can't stay stagnant even when news is not the best, but you can take the news that you've learned and figure out how to move forward. The situations that you've gone through in your life, although difficult, Pisces, they were all here to help you to see that there's this river that wants you to flow. This river that wants you to tap into that part of you that is very mutable. Pisces is a mutable water sign. You can be gas, you can be liquid, you can be ice, water if you want to, okay? You can be whatever it is you need to be. You're adaptable. And although life has sometimes left you feeling a bit stressed, there is this need for you to trust in yourself, trust in your intuition. This is what the Moon card is about. Even when you can't see forward, the Moon card is here to remind you that your intuition, your inner knowing, your inner guidance, that extra sense that you have, that sixth sense, it's here to help you move through these challenging times in your life. A lot of you, I'm looking at the bottom of the deck, it's been in relationships, commitments. This is the Two of Cups. And you've been trying to manifest a new beginning, but I just see there being so much heartbreak for you lately. And it's like, God, I can't see the way forward. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. And sometimes Spirit gives us these anxieties, and you have this news that you've heard, and you have to give up the energy of knowing it all and just trusting and believing that Spirit will guide the way. The Nine of Swords and the Moon card, those are cards of being in the dark. feeling left behind. Maybe you feel like, God, I've done so much good in my life. I've helped so many people. I've had this job for so many years. But man, it feels very tiring every time I turn around. I'm losing something or someone or having to go through a transition. But you are building on your intuition, learning to trust yourself so that you can become this emperor in your near future, knowing who you are. A rebirth into standing in your power, Pisces. Advice? Advice for Pisces? I love it. You have the Hanged Man, and you also have the Six of Swords. So the Hanged Man is about being patient, about trusting that this period of being in suspended animation is going to bring you the clarity and the divine guidance that you need. It can be an annoying place to be at times, but the truth of the matter is, I love how they made her hair red. Usually there's a halo around the head of this person. You're learning deep lessons by going through this transformation. This is like the caterpillar being in the cocoon, hanging on the tree. So much can happen. There can be windstorms, rainstorms, there can be predators, and somehow, some way, God protects those select few cocoons to be able to hang there, to grow, to eventually spread their wings. You're in that process right now, Pisces, where you're being asked to trust the process even though you can't see exactly where you're headed. You're learning like, okay, I know who I am. Or you're learning who you are. Okay, I see why I had to go through this. I'm restructuring my life. My values, my community are all changing. My job, my love life, my family dynamics are changing. And what happens is you gain this clarity, this Six of Swords energy of, okay, I now have a direction. I'm seeing like a bullseye, right? Those birds. You might even be seeing birds as a totem that you're on the right path. Some of you might have birds that have been visiting you at your windowsill, I'm seeing as well. And they're just signs from God. They're messengers from God letting you know that God is with you. This journey may seem lonesome, and I don't want this to be a dark message, but it's what's coming through. But this journey is teaching you to have resilience, to trust yourself, to allow the abundance that wants to flow into your life to come. And in order for that to happen, there is transition, there is movement, there is, endings, sorry. There are endings that have to come. These endings don't always feel that great. But you have support, even from your spirit guides, so that you can be rebirthed. You can go through this transition. You have your guidance system. Those birds are like your GPS. And I'm looking at the bottom of the deck and I'm seeing this Ace of Cups. You will find happiness. You will find peace. And most importantly, you will find it within yourself. And you will be able to spread that to others. What is that called? Wisdom. Pisces, you know this. You are a very wise and old and ancient soul. What is Pisces' current environment? I'm not going to take that because I hadn't fully asked the question. But what is Pisces' current environment? This deck is newer, so it's a little stiff. What is Pisces' current environment? I love this reading so much. The Fool. You know that life is on the precipice of a new beginning. You have to trust yourself. The Fool card is about taking risk, about moving in a new direction by trusting the moon cycles that full moon is sending out to me so much in this reading. Just allowing yourself to know that there is always going to be change. You have the dog next to you as a companion. In the tarot, it stands for friendship, for companionship, for protection. You have all of that around you, the support system. Again, for some of you, all you might have is your animals, and that's okay. They're here as well to help us on our journey. Trust that your environment is going to be going through a really big transition, but don't fear the process. Embrace this process. Hopes and fears for Pisces. The Tower. You're worried about what is falling apart. But if I were to tell you that it's falling apart for things to come together, would you believe me, Pisces? You are not being forgotten at this time. Yes, there is a big overhaul going on in your life, but you have to trust that this tower is actually happening to push you to the next phase of your life, to get you out of that cocoon. And now you're that butterfly who's drying off their wings, getting ready to fly. It's a whole new world when you go from being a caterpillar to a butterfly. You have a different vantage point. You have a different way that you live and survive and eat and thrive, right? Allow yourself the opportunity to let the towers in your life fall, knowing that they are there, or that they will be coming in if they're not already there, but that you can face every storm with your spirit guide, your spirit team with you and around you. This is not a time to be afraid, because you're being positioned into the perfect opportunity, Pisces, that you need. Potential outcome for Pisces. Four of Cups. I see there being an opportunity that you don't even see coming. An opportunity to free yourself, to move in a new direction. Although everything seems like it's going one direction, you actually have a beautiful option that will be presented to you. It's that cup right there. When you're laying in bed, maybe sulking, watching, YouTube videos, scrolling through TikTok or Instagram, looking at how the world is going, I see God presenting you with an opportunity that you just like, whoa, where did this come from? What else can you tell us about their potential outcome? Sorry. You have the Six of Cups. It is going to bring you so much happiness, childlike wonder. You might be reconnecting with a soulmate as well. But I just see you actually being thrust into a place of peace, familiarity. Life is going to slow down, but in all the best ways. And one last card for potential outcome for Pisces. We have the High Priestess. This is your energy, Pisces. You are being asked to trust your inner knowing that wherever this road is taking you, although it seems like there is this never-ending loop of will I make it? Will I be okay? Am I going to be taken care of? You will. I see at the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Swords, which is divine clarity. You will see the truth of where you are supposed to go every single day. You take a step forward and spirit meets you where you are. Don't slack. Don't sleep on yourself. Trust where you're being led. Understand that this process you're going through is opening you up to so much more. Enlightenment, joy, clarity of mind. And I see the Magician here as well, encouraging you to manifest the life that you wish to have. Manifest the beginning that you want in your life. And no matter what happens, no matter what you're going through, no matter what endings are coming into your life, make room for the process of the rebirth that wants to come in for you, Pisces. We are going to go ahead and pull a single oracle from the Goddess Love deck for you, for Pisces. And you have sleep. Slow down. This is not a process for you to rush, Pisces. This is a process for you to trust the unfolding of your life. I see all these spirals in the horns of this reindeer or this deer. And also being guided by the moon. The sun is coming out on the other side. I'm going to read what the book says, but it's just reminding you that there is an opportunity for you to slow down. It's also, I want to show you here, it's also card 33, and 333 is the support that you have from your spirit guides and your family and your soul family. Let's see. Yeah, and if you have felt like you're in a rush to change things, understand it's not going to get you anywhere valuable. All right, so it says sleep. There is so much to fit into your life, and sometimes it feels that there is not enough time to get it all done. You burn the candle at both ends and don't get enough sleep. Goddess is here to say, sleep, my precious gift to you. Sorry, sleep is my precious gift to you. Be easy on yourself and rest. Let me speak to you in your dreams. Let me heal your body, mind, and spirit as you sleep. Goddess encourages you to allow enough time to sleep. Stop striving to get from here to there. Stop chasing rainbows and surrender to the power of being instead of doing. And in letting go, you will find that inspiration will step in and what was an effort will flow with ease. Exhausted and depleted, you will never reach the rainbow, but in dreams you may float on rainbow clouds of possibilities and learn new ways of being. Sometimes sleep does not come easily. If this is the case, Goddess encourages you to get out of bed and go into another room with dim light, sit quietly and meditate. Following your breathing gently in and out, Goddess will be there with you. Feel her soothing your stresses away. Eventually, you will be ready to sleep and can return to bed to journey through the night dreamscape with her and wake refreshed. So Pisces, just remember, as you're going through this period of transition in your life, you're going through deep, they may even feel cataclysmic, you're going through some deep endings. You have support from your spiritual guides, your ancestors, from your actual family, soul family, and friends on the earth plane. You also have much more power than you realize that you do. You're getting ready to step into a place of leadership in your life, and you will also be a guide to help others get through their situations. You have to also understand that in order for you to have this new beginning, you need to manifest what it is that you want. Tell the universe. And if you don't know what you want to do, sometimes it can make it a bit harder for the universe to allow things to happen, to grow, to manifest, because the universe is like, well, what do you actually want? You have the power to manifest whatever this new beginning is in your life. But understand that, yes, the towers are here. We're not going to act like this card didn't come out in your hopes and fears. But understand that the tower is also it's a major arcana, meaning that it is really like a fated event in your life that is here to kind of restructure who you are and balance the scales in your life, bringing you more justice, more clarity, more movement forward. So I hope that this message was encouraging. You are not alone. I am here for you. I am here with you. We are all in this journey together. Let me know what you're going through. Leave a comment below if you feel called to do so. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video to help the algorithm, really get this video out to other Pisces. And I will see you again, my friends, very soon. I love you so much. Bye, Pisces.